You wake up to the sound of choking coughs, soot in your lungs, and a stale smell of aged sweat lingering in the air. The ceiling drips with mold, but there's no time to complain. The factory bell groans in the distance. It's another day where you don't belong to yourself. Welcome to the eternal shift. Here, your dreams were stitched into the machine and never came out alive. Before diving into this tale of pain, misery, and dirty fabric, hit that like button and subscribe. Because what you're about to hear, they never told you in history class. You're just another pale face in Manchester, 1835, a textile worker, or rather a number, a human boat turning alongside the gears of English progress. Your life? Measured in inches of cotton, and how many times you didn't faint from hunger before lunch. You grew up hearing the looms like lullabies, but in this gray city where the sun forgets to rise, no one dreams. Because dreaming is wasted production time. Child of factory workers, born among cotton fibers and patched sheets. Your crib was a wooden box by the furnace. Your first toy? A broken spool. By age 6, you already heard, "Get up, boy. There's floor to sweep and fiber to clean." You learn early that hunger doesn't wait for age. And childhood, well, that's for the rich. At 8, you're already on the night shift, small enough to crawl into the machine gaps. When it jams, you stick your arm in, no gloves, and pray it comes back out. You wonder why the manager yells so much, why your pay barely covers a loaf of bread, and why cotton seems to breathe more than you do. But questions are a luxury. Here, if you think, you get beaten. Ever imagine trading school for 16 hours of work in a cloud of white dust? Share this video, someone needs to know. You cough a lot. Feels like you breathe dust. And you do. No masks, no windows. The cotton dissolves into the air, enters your nostrils, and settles in your lungs like a cursed guest. It's called bicynosis, but you only know it as the wheeze that never leaves. Every deep breath feels like your chest might tear, but you keep stitching. Your meal, a chunk of hard bread, maybe a sip of lukewarm water, and fear, always fear of messing up the machine's rhythm, of slipping on the oily floor, of being replaced. You learn to swallow pain with your breakfast, if you have breakfast. At lunch, you gulp down humiliation. At dinner, you choke back tears. One day, your finger gets caught in the roller. You scream, but no one hears. The factory noise is louder. You bleed in silence. They hand you a rag and tell you to carry on, and you do. Because out there in the line, 10 others are waiting to take your place, even with your finger hanging off. Manchester stinks of sewage, coal, and neglect. The city grew too fast like a tumor. You live in a box with 8 people. Rats are more common than cutlery. The streets are living mud. It rains indoors. You've never seen a tree. The only green you know is the mold on the ceiling. You look in the mirror, if you still have one. Sunken eyes, missing teeth, trembling hands. You look like an old man, but you're only 20. Your body screams, but no one listens. You've never seen the ocean, never traveled, never truly rested. Your life was devoured by cotton rolls and industrial promises. One day you faint at the machine. Dehydration, they said, but you're fired. Low productivity, the manager growls. No job, no hell, no one. You crawl through the streets, ignored by everyone. An ex-worker, discarded like stained fabric. You start living off scraps. Sleep in the back of the factory that kicked you out. Here the shifts continue like nothing ever happened. Because nothing did, not to them. You were just another, a useful body. Now, just a body. You become invisible, and slowly, you start to believe you never existed at all. And then you realize it was never about you, never about improving your life. The system only needed your strength, your time, and your youth. After that, goodbye. The Industrial Revolution brought profits, but to do so, it spat out bodies. And you were just one of them, another rusted cog tossed away. If this story touched you, share it, because understanding the past is how we stop it from repeating. And today, the machine still spins. It just wears a different face. In the end, you didn't want luxury or glory, just a Sunday off, a piece of bread without mold, air that didn't hurt. But England didn't want living workers, just useful ones. And when you broke, not even the ground wanted you.